Okay, 6 months ago, I started out making my first batch of plum wine. 6 months later, it's now time to put it to the test. Hi, I'm Charles, and welcome to DIY Fermentation, your site for doing fermentation on a shoestring budget. Now, as I said from the onset, we are going to test our plum wine. Started 6 months ago. I know it's not quite done yet. I mean, most wines are going to take about a year before they're really ready to be done. But as with most of my tastings, I like to find out just how the wine's doing. In some cases, the wines have been kind of on the thin side in terms of flavor. Sometimes they've been overpowering, like that pomegranate wine. That really packs a pomegranate taste to it. That won't mellow out anytime soon. But again, first time making plum wine, and like with all my wines, if I'm going to make it, I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to let you know what I think of it. So with that being said, let's get right down to it. I like that little pop sound that opening up a bottle of wine makes. I don't know why. It's just kind of satisfying knowing that this is something that you made that's doing it. So let's see what we got here. It's clear. There's no sediment at the bottom of the bottle, which is always a good thing. It lets me know that I at least let it set in secondary fermentation long enough for things to get clear. I have already back sweetened this one. And again, this wine is very clear. One thing I like about making wines as natural as possible is that because I don't use fining agents or anything to help speed the clearing of the wine with the exception of time, I know that it's about as natural as I can get it. And quite honestly, this wine is crystal clear. A couple of other notes. Alcohol by volume was 12.4%. Okay, that's not too bad. Normally, most of the wines that I make are 16% or better, so I'm kind of glad that this one came out on the lower end. You really can't smell the alcohol, well, you can, but it doesn't overpower the aroma of the plums. The alcohol smell is beginning to kick in just a little bit, but that's quite all right. Let's see what it tastes like. Let's try that again. The body is not heavy in terms of viscosity. It's kind of a thin wine. The flavor is really in there. You really can't taste the plum flavor. I think one adjustment that I would probably make in the recipe at this point is that it does have a slightly acidic bite at the end. I mean, we're not talking about the still being in the process of that malolactic transformation. It still needs time to finish that. That's not the harshness that I'm tasting. It's there, but it's really not there as bad as I thought it would be. This might really be ready to drink in 9 months. What I'm really tasting is more of the citric acid. I think in the original recipe, and I have to double check that in terms of how much lemon juice that I used. I know in my earlier recipes that I tried, I was using the juice of a whole lemon, and then found out that was really kind of a bit too much, and started using half a lemon as my acid blend replacement. It works. It does have that brightness in there, but I think I'll have to double check the video to find out how much I use, but probably reduce the amount of acidity that's in this wine would probably help it out a little bit. Now, when I back sweetened it, this can actually be nice as a very sweet wine. It's more of a semi-dry wine the way I back sweetened it, which is fine for me. I mean, it's fine. I do prefer my wines to have a bit more, the correct word I can only think of is viscosity. And had I added some additional sugar while I was back sweetening it, I probably would have gotten a level of viscosity that I would have preferred. But overall, it's not bad at all. It's pretty. No, it's not bad. Adjust the acidity level just a bit. Maybe increase the amount of back sweetening just a little bit, and this would be a pretty good bottle of wine. Well, this actually is a pretty good bottle of wine even at 6 months. In a year, this would be great. So in terms of the Plum wine, 6-month tasting, I give this one a thumbs up so far. I like it. It's good. To make this wine, we need the following ingredients. We need roughly 3 to 5 pounds of plums. We need 4 cups of sugar, wine yeast, your choice, tea bag for tannin, lemon for acid blend. I'm going to be using a peptic enzyme because I'm dealing with fresh fruit. It's going to make things easier.